Hello and welcome, Pauleh here. And I am playing Warsword Conquest, and I'd like to welcome you as I start a brand new campaign. That's right, we will be doing a campaign as the Dark Elves. Now before I get started, I would like to explain what I'm going to do, because if you've been following my YouTube channel, you may have noticed there is a lot of Warsword Conquest already on there, as I have campaigns for both Chaos and the Empire as my Witch Hunter currently ongoing, and those numbers are bordering the hundreds. And I do feel like it's dragging on a little bit, so what I want to do is start a new campaign, but I'm going to give myself a goal, a limit, basically something we can work towards and complete. So my goal for this Dark Elf playthrough is to conquer the High Elf Kingdom. That is my main goal. I may set a side objective depending on what happens, depending on who attacks us and so on, but that is the main goal. And once we've achieved that, I can take a break from this campaign, possibly start up a new campaign, and should we want to later down the road, I can return to it and I can set another goal, maybe another continent to conquer, and we go from there. But this allows me to try the different races of this wonderful mod, so that's the plan. So we're going to start a new game. Now I should point out that it would have made more sense for me to wait for the next big update for Warsword Conquest, but after looking at the latest news from the development team, they are down on devs and the next update does not have a release date. It's going to be delayed until they can get more help, so we're going to be a while waiting for that. Anyway, we are going to be making a Dark Elf. You will become a son of the Dark Elves. You were born years ago in a land far away. Your father was a Dark Knight. A Dread Knight. Your father was a Dread Knight in the armies of the sorceress Marathi. He was large for an elf and renowned tamer of cold ones. He always entered battle with an unusually long kete and gold encrusted armour which glowed bright green from a gemstone Marathi gifted to him after a successful siege of a Lizardman town. He fell in a failed invasion of Ulthian and the gemstone was never recovered. You immersed yourself into the Dark Elf cause as soon as you could. You spent your early life, I'm going to go with agility training. One of the most advantageous traits of the elves is the sheer speed and grace of movement of a well-trained warrior. You spent your early years practicing how to be fast and agile, both unarmed and with a polearm, so when you enter service in the years to come you will be more than able to look after yourself. Then, as a young adult, life changed as it always does. You became. Now I have the option here. I was looking at a torturer or a knight's apprentice. I'm worried about going after a torturer and it gives me stats for surgery and things like that, because it's not going to be necessary on my character, but you know what, that's fine. That's what my character is. He's going to be a cruel, sadistic Dark Elf. Anyway. You spent 2 years studying the autonomy of all the races so you could learn the most brutal and effective ways of torturing them. Afterwards, you were assigned to the towers of Haggraf, where you were tasked with torturing the more high-profile prisoners. or those with the most vital information. But soon everything changed and you decided to strike out on your own as an adventurer. What made you take this decision was now. I am going to go with personal revenge. He's going to avenge his father and reclaim that gem. Here we go. Realistic, no quitting without saving as always. Now my stats. It did indeed give me 2 points in surgery, not something I'd have wanted, but it doesn't matter. My points are going to be split into strength and agility for now. I fully intend to make full use of the repeater crossbows that are available to the Dark Elves, so that's something I'll be looking into. Weapon mastery would be a very good trait to take, as I plan to be exceptionally good with one-handed weapons, polearms, crossbows, and potentially two-handed eventually. I want to put a lot of points into athletics as well so I can move quick. There we go, and I want to put these points into crossbows. Name will be Chratis. Ah, here we go. So, let's make our Dark Elf. He has the pointy ears, that's cool. I think I'm going to go with that hairstyle, it kind of fits the elves a bit more. I like the way his head's shaped. I want black hair. That looks more like an elf, but I don't like that coloured hair, so we're going to go with the... Ooh, I end up looking really old then. I think... No, I tell you what. Maybe we just go with the blonde hair for a change, why not? Black would have been nicer, but I don't like the skins I can get. Looks kind of weird. This one is cool, but the eyes are kind of broken. Screw it, we're gonna go with this one. I like it. Let's do this. We will travel to Clarkarond in the Dark Elf Kingdom. And here we are. We can now begin. We don't have to do no stupid merchant task, but we will need to make some money. God, look at all the weapons I've got. There are many things I want to get my hands on at some point. The assassin armor, something I definitely want to try, eventually leading to the blackguard armor. The dread armor I'm not too fussed about, but yeah. So let's see what we can do. Let's see who we can find. Very brutal looking weapon. Just mercenaries here. I need to head off on my own, don't I? Let's do that. Who is around us that we can engage? So as I was talking about before, let me show you. My goal at the moment is to help the Dark Elves conquer the High Elf Kingdom. Maybe pushing further down and securing this whole continent for the Dark Elves. And if we wanted to, we could expand it to go along here to the Lizard Men eventually. So it would be the High Elves, then the Nippon colonists perhaps. But that is my current focus. Once we achieve that, that will be the end to this particular campaign, although I may come back and pick another area to focus on. But this allows me to try out the Dark Elves while having some sort of end goal in mind. Chaos Zealots, perfect. Perfect. Come at me, filth. And the weapons on this guy, I will be utilising the pole arms, swords, shields, repeater crossbow, and perhaps a two-handed sword, we will see. All of the Dark Elf equipment looks very, very cool, so I'd like to try as much as I can. Be very careful here. They're too quick for me. You try to flee me? Ah, he escaped the filth. Still not a bad first bloodening, so we leveled as well. Get a couple of points into Iron Flesh. Drop these points into crossbows. Now, let's see, we need to make money. I want to get some stuff as soon as I can. Since I'm going to be on my own for the beginning part, I'm going to have to do what I can to earn a bit of cash, get whatever weapons I can. Now, normally a good way to make money, if you watched the beginning of my Witch Hunter playthrough, was to trade salt between Martek and one of the other Araby places, and the High Elf lands, but I don't really want to help the High Elves, so we will see. Who's this? Oh, I thought he was like a companion that I hadn't met yet. But alas, he was not. See what I mean? This is a one-handed, two-handed weapon, and it looks absolutely fantastic. Maybe jumping in the arena might not be a bad way, although I'm still wounded. We look for more cultists. If any roam the lands, see if we can get our hands on them. Maybe helping the villagers would be a good way to do this. Get some recruits to come follow me. Speak to the village elder, see if he needs anything. They need nothing, which is unfortunate. So yes, I'm unsure if I want to do the easy start of trading just to make a bit of cash initially, or if I should just stay with the Dark Elves, fight and claw and scratch my way to just earning what I can. Give me a task. Oh, nonsense, nonsense. I'm not here to herd cows. Give me a direction and I will destroy the bandits. That's all you need to do. Where are the cultists? Oh, they do want to fight me though. That's bad. It's dangerous. So, yeah, our neighbors aren't particularly nice. That's good to know.
I will drink from your skull.
Oh dear. We got more trouble. Stay with me. Stay with me. Are they all mounted? 2 are. That's good. We can eliminate them first. Get ready. We'll stop their mounts dead in their tracks. Kill it. He's gonna flee. Do not let him. Kill it. Perfect. Now more come. Chaos. They've got rifles. Push, 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 push. Dodge their attacks. There we go. There we go. Ah, the blood flows. We are victorious. I lost a few. I took the head of our first enemies, our first green skin enemies at least. We got a bit of gold from that, a decent amount in fact. A few of my soldiers ready to be upgraded. We'll turn them into spearmen for now. Wow, they already get some really cool gear. They're going to be handy for stopping mounts if they charge us. We'll get like a line of pikemen up. Spears braced, ready to stop the incoming enemy. Now I want to keep moving around hunting. I also leveled. Increase my iron flesh just a little bit, just increase my health. So increasing my strength, increasing my agility is going to be important. At some point I need to increase my charisma so we can lead the armies that we need to lead. Wood Elves in the Pirate Kingdom have made peace. Very good, very good. I do need better gear. That is on my list of things to do. I hear combat. Chaos Dwarves. Deserters. No, it might be too much for us. Can we sell anything we've got? Barely worth anything. I would like to upgrade my gear soon. Maybe going after deserters wouldn't be a bad way of doing it. Oh, look at these weapons. Cannot wait to get my hands on these. Let's visit the tavern, see if we can get any help. Ah, that's right, the Dark Elf area always lags out a little bit when you try to swap over. I'm thinking that since we have Chaos Dwarf mercenaries here, they're not a bad choice for Dark Elves, but I will probably avoid Chaos as much as I can. Mercenary Witch Elf. 6 of them, they'll join me for 560, that would wipe me out. I don't want them that badly. we'll move to Witchgate. I think my goal is going to be to increase my relation with everyone, every village here, and then recruit and build an army of Dark Elves. Since every place is pretty close, should make it easier. Anyway, that is the plan. That is the plan. Where is the guild master of this place? Does it not have one? There he is. They do not need help. Very well. We'll move on to the next place, and then the next place after that, trying to recruit and see if there's any tasks. And then we'll try and find some deserters, and if we can find the deserters to fight,
I will drink from your skull.
we can potentially steal what they have. Now, we are outnumbered here. I did not realize that when I started the fight. My people are still wounded. But 2 hobgoblins are going to charge us on wolves. We'll take them down. Once they are dead, we have to deal with the Chaos Dwarves. Now the Dwarves have rifles. Very, very dangerous. I've got to make sure they don't hit me. Maybe utilizing the trees as cover would be my best option. We will see. The sun obscured him. I didn't see him. Now I'm in trouble. He's got a shield. Get the shield, get the shield. Too late, they're here. All I can do is move in. Pick them apart, use my agility, keep moving. Maybe I can flee. Maybe I can use this tree. I can't see them, they're short, hiding in the grass. One's on top of the hill, there's another to my left somewhere. Alas, I don't see him. I've got no health left. I see them both. I'm gonna retreat. There is no retreat. Can I fight? I can fight. It gave me a sliver of health to use. Just that tiny bit of extra health for fleeing the battle and coming back in. And of course, all the trees here are as skinny as can be. They offer me no protection. That tree looks like to be the thickest. Get rid of the small butchering knife. I need to switch quick. Maybe switching to my spear will be a bad idea. Take them one at a time. No! As always, our traditional rough start for a Mountain Blade campaign. Never do I have it easy. Anyway, join me next time.